Greetings from here. My name is Hamidreza Zamanian and I'm back with you with the 9th episode of the series Joy.Of.Learning Literature. I was kind of dying myself to give you the new one. I'm doing it today and I hope you enjoy it as you have always done and given me a lot of wonderful feedbacks. This program belongs to you, so the more motivation on your side, the higher quality episodes I can produce for you. This comes from heart, so it goes to heart. I've chosen a story today which is very, very interesting. I mean, I myself have always enjoyed it, and it's going to be nostalgic for a lot of you people watching it. Those people who have studied English literature, who have taught English literature, or are into English literature. The story is called The Most Dangerous Game by Richard Connell. But before getting to the story, I would like to add this point. Since the dawn of history, human being has been hunting. At first, human beings started hunting for food, definitely. But I think after a while, they found out that it can be a source of joy and pleasure. And, the means of hunting have changed throughout the history, from stones, rocks, and spears from before to modern guns today. But what do people hunt? Mainly animals, huh? I don't know, elephants maybe? Or, I don't know, large animals for their food or for their hide. However, this story is kind of different. We have this character, Rainsford, who is a seasoned hunter, traveling on a yacht to a place to go hunting with his friends. As they pass from the proximity of an island, he hears from his comrades that this island has been a little bit ill-reputed. I mean, there are rumors around it that, sailors are lost there and they're never found before. He does not kind of believe that. His comrades go to rest in the yacht. He's awake on the deck. Suddenly he hears some gunshots and he goes to the rails of the yacht to see where the actually sound is coming from. He's a hunter. As a matter of fact, as he approaches to the edge of the yacht, he loses balance and actually falls into the water. He almost drowns, but he manages to come to the surface and swims to the direction of the gunshots. He tries so hard, he goes overboard to reach the island. He reaches there, he climbs some rocks, and as he comes to a flat surface, he simply faints because of the exhaustion of the swimming. Wakes up the next day in the middle of a day with a very extreme and acute sense of hunger, and he remembers that where there are men, there is food. He approaches toward the center of the island. On his way, he sees some blood, crimson red blood. And a little further, he finds some empty cartridges of a pistol maybe. Moves on, goes forward, and from afar, he sees some lights actually in the heart of the island. And he thinks it's a mirage of a village. When he approaches it, goes closer, he sees a chateau. Just think about it, in the heart of it. There is an open gate. He goes inside. As he approaches the building, he sees a huge man with a black beard, long one, pointing a huge revolver at him. He introduces himself. My name is Rainsford. I have lost my yacht and I'm hungry. I want food. But the man does not react. He introduces himself again, but the man seems to be more aggressive. And all of a sudden, the man actually puts his gun away and gives a military salute. Rainsford looks behind him and sees a man, a very chic, suave man approaching him, and he introduces himself with a thick Russian accent as General Zareff. And also he Rainsford finds out that the giant was called Ivan. They are both ex-military from somewhere in Russia. It really doesn't matter where they are. He's invited inside, and something very interesting in the story is that General Zareff knows his name and knows he's a dexterous hunter, and he has had some books on hunting, skills of hunting. He's invited inside, he's given plush clothes, luxurious ones and a very beautiful room, and then he's invited to dinner in the dining hall of that tremendous place. They start drinking, the food is brought, the food is also something really, really delicious and definitely expensive. They start talking about their common interests, which, as I have said before, is hunting. They talk about hunting. General Zarif starts talking about hunting. He is really handsome, but there is something really queer about this person. They had hunted numerous animals. As I said before, elephants, moose, lions. However, General Zarif believes that he's sick and tired of the classical concept of hunting, chasing an animal and shooting it and stuff like that. He says, I need a new game. And I actually kind of told you that, or was about to tell you that, game, like in the most dangerous game, has two meanings. Yeah, game like a game of basketball. Everybody knows it. But the second meaning, or the secondary meaning to a game, is something which is to be hunted, or huntee. General Zarif believes that there are two classes in the world, the hunters and the huntee. Kind of like the dog-eat-dog situation we are experiencing in the world right now, right? That new animal for General Zarif has to have some qualities. Is it going to be a tiger?
Tigers? No.
Definitely not. You saw that. So what is it going to be? Humans. He is a manhunter. He's hunting men now. How? He has this trap in the ocean. He destroys the ships, brings the sailors ashore, locks them up in the cellar of his chateau, trains them to be prey. And then he gives them some chance to run away from the chateau, and he himself goes and actually hunts them. How? He gives them 3 hours to run, and in 3 days, if he can hunt them, perfect. If he can't, he unleashes his hounds, you know, those hunting dogs, huge ones. And the poor subjects are definitely killed at the end. Rainsford is sick. He feels sick. He wants to leave the island, but poor Rainsford does not know that he is the next game. So he is given a hunting knife, some food to run away for Zarif to hunt him. But I told you before, he is into hunting. He himself is the hunter. He goes somewhere. He tries to distract Zarif. He almost finds him, but he runs again. He makes a trap. He actually digs a pit in the ground with spears in it. He manages to kill some of the hunts. Later, he also runs and uses his knife for another trap, which, much to our surprise, manages to kill the giant Ivan. And finally, Zarif comes to him with so many hunts for which he has no other way but jumping to the ocean. All right, he actually fled, escaped. Zarif goes back to the chateau, has a great dinner with the best drinks you can imagine, but two things are on his mind. Ivan was gone. He's thinking of replacing the giant. And also Rainsford escaped from him, which is not acceptable for him. He drinks a lot. He goes to his bedroom to sleep, but he sees Rainsford standing in his room. Now the game is changing. This role of hunter-huntee is changing. And as you can imagine, Zarif has no other choice but to be the food for the hungry hounds in the yard of the chateau. I hope you have enjoyed it. This story stunned me the first time I read it. Why not share it with you? Thank you so much. Be with me. This is not the end of the story. See you later. Goodbye.